poppin', y'all? It's Cartier Rob.
It's Tay Ford.
It's your boy Swego.
OG Jonah.
And as you can see, we got a lot of friends today.
Yeah.
What you can expect from this episode is, updates, what's going on in the world, great music, some games, and you know what? Just a good time. So thank you so much for choosing us. And once again, hey, we already got the watch time. If we get 600 more subscribers, we'll get monetized and I get to pay my friends. So like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. But I think we got to get into our old shenanigans.
Yeah, so speaking of games, I think it's time we play our favorite game. What do you play no games about? So, I forgot. Swego, he's played it before.
Of course.
Jonah, have you played it before?
I don't think so.
Okay,
Like,
so.
can you refresh me though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need the manual real quick.
All right, so how do you play no games?
So I play no games.
Man, I've never played no games, but like,
oh, here you go. Well, pretty much what you play no games about is a simple icebreaker of, if it's something positive, if it's something negative, something that's on your mind and just tired of playing no games about. It could be about your health, it could be about your wealth, it could be whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I think for this example, what am I playing no games about? I will say I'm playing no games about the Demon Slayer movie I watched. I watched the Demon Slayer movie, and I'll just say this, keep it brief, keep it short to the point. Anime heads, we winning. Y'all need to watch Demon Slayer. It's the Infinity Castle.
I know, but I haven't watched it, but I didn't get that good of a review. Is it wrong? But
It's fire.
Okay.
When I say storytelling, I feel like anime
they did their thing.
They did their thing.
Right,
when you can humanize someone who shouldn't be humanized, and you're like, see how you got there. Just go watch.
Okay, you're gonna get into spoilers.
I'm not. So I feel like everyone sitting here has, we enjoy anime, right?
I'm not an anime head.
Yeah,
really?
I'm not an anime head. I've seen anime or two.
Right. Yeah,
and just us, brother.
Go watch Demon Slayer. I would say you will enjoy it.
That might be a little too far.
Nah, you'll enjoy it.
I didn't know there's a Demon Slayer. I don't even know what Demon Slayer is.
Just know Michael Jackson is a part of Demon Slayer.
Okay.
I mean,
see, like
valid.
I don't know.
He's a character based
valid.
on one of the main villains.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll keep that
It's
in mind.
close to midnight.
Anyway, y'all see he don't play no games.
Michael Jackson.
Well, this Michael Jackson needs to die.
Our Michael Jackson died too.
Wait, relax. See what I'm saying? I need y'all to chill. He's gonna start spoiling stuff.
Okay, anyway, Tay, what are you playing on games about?
Damn, I had some crazy shit too, and y'all just made me blank out on that. What do I play no games about? Damn you, Rob. You just made me forget. Fuck. Oh, no. What do I play no games about? I play no games about the fact that I need to just trust my first instinct when betting. So I was very, very, very ironclad about not getting sports betting, right? Because I've just seen too many of my friends like lose their mind on parlays, cussing out NBA players all the time and shit, right?
Yeah.
So for shits and giggles, I put some money in a DraftKings account last week.
DraftKings.
Yeah. So I lined up a 15-leg parlay.
Wow. Ooh.
What sport? Football?
Football, and boxing, and baseball, right?
Wow.
I hit on everything except 2.
13 out of 15. You don't get anything, right?
No.
Man, I would have cashed out.
When I said
you get your feelings
no,
hurt.
but like the thing is,
you get your feelings hurt.
Yeah. the first thing was the one that didn't hit. So like the cash out was like, yo.
Oh, that's
I should just went with my first instinct.
You start blaming the payer
with the fight.
You bet against Crawford.
I bet for a knockout, not for a decision.
Okay.
But it is what it is. That would have been a $50 bet that would have won me $357,000.
Whoa.
Damn.
Yeah, that would have been serious.
Man,
I'd be frustrated too.
You gotta claim that on Texas.
Yeah, you wouldn't have seen me.
That's crazy.
Oh.
And then the Steelers sold on me. So
Steelers.
I don't bet, but that's crazy.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
It's like a Costco sample. Oh, you get your money back.
Yeah.
And there's always that one thing. I'm fortunate, man. I've been there.
As always. What
Yeah.
y'all play no games about?
You go first.
All right. I mean, I don't play no games about family, but I like, yeah. I mean, I don't play no
Yeah.
games about family, but I feel like I don't know if that's like where we headed towards. Like,
You
know.
can.
Yeah.
You can talk about it.
I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory, you know. Like that's just
Did someone try to play with your family?
no, they can't play with my family. Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Short and simple.
All right, one thing I play no
Simple.
games about. It's short and simple. I don't play no games about flights. I've been on a bunch of flights in these past couple weeks, and I'm always at the airport on time. I'm always through security on time. Like, I don't care how tired I am. Like, if I have a flight at like 7 a.m. the next day, I'll be at the airport for 5. I won't even sleep the whole night before because I'm like, I don't want to go to sleep.
You got
And
you got global entry?
no. Well, yes, I have Nexus. I got approved for global entry. I have to go for the interview.
Oh.
So yeah, I got conditionally approved. And I have like Amex, so I get to chill in the lounges at the airports too. So that's nice too, you know. So I'm like, okay, if I get there early, I can enjoy the lounge, you know.
All that. Yeah,
So,
I don't play no games about that either.
Yeah, so I don't play no games about that.
Yeah.
Random.
I just got my global
collecting
entry.
your points.
you got to.
No, on God. I'll add that to my play no games too. On God, like adding points. Yeah, I need that.
Straight up.
Them flight points.
Yes, you're
Straight
really adulting when you start doing that.
Bro, like it is what it is.
Nah,
It is what it is. I don't play no games about that. Like
No?
I'd just rather wouldn't sleep than like go to sleep and like miss the chance or have the opportunity of not waking up on time.
I'll
See-
sleep on the plane.
nah,
Right.
I feel the same way. I get so much anxiety. I'm like, especially I'm gonna miss my flight. It hasn't happened yet, but I have the measures. But I feel the same way. I'm like, I don't want to miss my flight.
Yeah.
But-
Random.
Well, these gentlemen have been on the show before. They've done so many miraculous things between being on our show until now. And I think without further ado, we're going to do a light catch up because, Mr. Swego, OG Jonah, y'all have so many things that have happened. So catch us up. Tell the people what's new. What's new in the world.
It's new. I would say, I just went through the summer, just having kind of quite the experience of like, I would say, building my own business as well as like still maintaining like the shows and the music. It was great building off of like the previous summer and like being able to still like participate in like or have time to participate because that's the biggest thing is finding time to do a lot of things. It's like finding time to participate in festivals and different things as well. And I wouldn't say things are slowing down, but like now it's becoming, things are we indoors now. So like no, I'm just saying like it's cold or like I gotta go somewhere hot. So like, so right now as like the seasons is like the summer season is coming to an end, I'm excited for I know I have a few performances with some really dope fashion shows as well as just some other overall extra shows just here and there on my way to dropping more music in a potential project on the way. So
Man, why are you being so whatever about this?
huh.
Why are you being so whatever about this?
What does that mean?
You're single.
I know. That's why I said. That's why I said hi. You said.
I know.
You were
Tell
trying
us
to play.
about it.
You were trying to
Damn.
play. Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Nah, whatever. I really vibe with that song. It was kind of a song. I mean, I named it whatever, not really because the hook, but it was really more of like the vibe of even the dropping of the song, the period. Like I was at some point, I was like, should I drop before summer, during summer, after summer? And then at some point, I was just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
And that kind of just like,
That's fire.
and it's like, whatever. It's like, all right, it's out. And, the public has gravitated towards it and like a lot of people enjoy it. A lot of like the lyrics I had was very free forming and inspired like just from experience. And like, yeah, it was like I even name dropped certain like brands that I ended up working with
Mm.
before I even started working with them. And it was like, it was
Man.
kind of like,
manifesting.
Yeah, it was just cool. I was like, all right, okay, things are just whatever, you know. It's whatever, man.
Hey, no, man. This obviously I'm gonna say very something similar to you, but nah, from fashion shows from Flock, you've been really tearing up from Blast Fest. You've been really doing your thing. Own studio, like big things.
I appreciate you,
Big
my
things
brother.
popping, little things stopping.
What about you?
Yes, sir.
What about you, Jonah? What's the summer
Yeah.
been like for you?
It's been a busy summer. Similar to
Come on.
Swego, I've been on tour all over Canada and then now in America. And also I have a business as well. So like managing the balance between my business and my artistry is what I've been working towards. I feel like I found a good balance now.
Mhm.
But it was a great summer. A lot of good experiences, a lot of highs, like I did some festivals with DeVito. I toured
Mhm.
Canada with a Afro artist named Cade. I toured with Rema. I'm on tour right now with Benson, aka Buju. He's like a big Afrobeats artist. I
Yeah.
was just in LA for that over the weekend, and also shot a music video in LA. And like I said before, the cameras are rolling. Like I've been finalizing the last couple songs on my project and the last like few videos and stuff, so that when the new year comes and I'm dropping it, like I got everything ready for it. So it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, make sure you tap in with us when it does drop because I know I'm cool. I'm sure y'all know both of them, like my boy Myri and Solo. Like they always like put me on with different artists.
Mhm.
Okay,
Afro
okay.
space.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Shout out to DJ Solo and DJ Myri. Those are homies
Oh,
for
God.
sure.
Big up.
Tough.
Also too as well, I don't for me personally, I don't think enough people give how you interact with people and the fans a lot, or it's kind of like you are always like in the streets, very creative. Like I love when you give back. I love when you find different ways to have everything that you do come to like one. And like
Appreciate that.
that's like to me it's like very inspiring and endearing because people have their hands in a lot of different pots.
Mhm.
You're making it all come together. So for the both of you guys, like literally, we were just talking about this. We did literally one of the very first shows downstairs, and it's just so interesting, you know.
Thank you, man.
Now we moved up to a deluxe apartment.
Amen.
on.
Amen.
In the sky.
Amen. Same
It's
team,
not
man.
stopping there, man.
It's amazing to see you guys elevate, like literally from the first podcast we did to like what you guys have done now, and us being back here. It's like a full 360 moment in a sense, And I still have the T-shirt.
Oh
I still have
no!
the Play No Games T-shirt. I love it. I love it. Like for real.
And
Wait, hold the fuck up.
He said there's a T-shirt?
One, yeah.
He said there's a
No,
T-shirt?
he got a T-shirt before I did,
Oh.
and I work here.
we got T-shirts, man.
I'd have paid for my T-shirt.
first and
OG.
foremost,
Like,
I'm
bro.
pretty sure I paid for my T-shirt.
there
too.
was
Yo,
there
we
was,
had
there
T-shirts.
was- there
We
was-
paid for our T-shirts,
There was a
man.
collab I did with ALD, and it was. Oh damn! I even forgetting the acronym. It was a T-shirt about money, putting love.
Money,
over-
yeah. No, I'm sure it was about some money.
It was putting love over money.
Oh, yeah.
Love doesn't cost a thing. It was based off that movie.
Yeah.
So it is Play No Games inspired because it was like
Yeah, I'm gonna play no games about.
I even
fucking
brought it.
Audi.
I brought it. I forgot to wear it today.
the shirt is currently
You shoulda wore it.
discontinued.
I know it's a vintage.
It's a
shirt.
vintage
Yeah, I
shirt.
love
Like,
it.
if you don't got it,
Bro,
you
it
ain't
was-
got it.
It's,
I'm not-
I don't want to gas it up, but
It was
you had to-
even
you had to
before
be
we
there,
ended.
my man.
It was even before your first show on here.
Mm.
Like I'm talking about interview before.
I don't know if
Yeah,
you're not
before-
making this better, bro.
Very interesting.
Bro, you're not making this better.
Before,
And
before,
he hasn't
before
even
you were
started
a
asking
guest.
his questions.
This was before you were a guest.
Andrew's
So
like,
this
"Where's
was
mine?"
4 years ago.
Oh, yeah, longer than that.
It was like
Yeah, it was like 2021.
It's like 2020.
So what year did you
2021.
start this podcast,
Oh,
Rob?
damn.
about like 5 years ago.
Was it
We
4
can
or
look
5?
at we can look at the YouTube the thing.
Nigga, I went through them all, so I know.
So you know who went through it all? Canelo. He went through 12 rounds,
He did.
and you know what?
What the distance?
He went the distance, but our guy Bud got the dub. So this is my topic,
That's with the
and
belt
you know,
and the T-shirt.
huh?
Huh.
Anywho, when it comes to, I would say I'm a boxing casual. Definitely, I always tune in for the big fights. I would say, when money gets right, I'll probably, do some, boxing myself. So when I get to watch some boxing, I enjoy it. The entire fight card was great, but I do want to focus in on Bud versus Canelo, and I'm just curious. Did y'all watch it? And if you did, what were your thoughts on the fight?
So I kind of like picked up on it on like around the sixth round,
Mm.
because I came in late. But one of the things is like I used to watch boxing a little bit with like my dad growing up,
Mhm.
and like just be involved with stuff like kickboxing, like But w- I have a friend. His name is Rob. y- y- You know, White Rob.
Hey, I'm the original from this universe, but it's fine.
You are older than him, so he says you're Rob number one.
That is 100% correct. Number one Rob in this universe. So y'all know it.
But he boxed.
Mm.
So like he was teaching me a lot of like the little things about boxing and kind of how I see basketball, And that was kind of weird to see like how he saw it. So like when I watched that fight, when people see all like the little sizing up stuff that they do, or like, everybody's like, oh, you guys just need to get into it, blah, blah, blah. But there's a lot of little feints and all the little extra things. And it was like seeing that fight, like, especially after being like, kind of, I guess, coached by him in like the boxing sense. I mean, I've taken even a few classes, just kind of even trying to understand a little bit more, just, why not? And yeah, from seeing it from like a different lens, I was like,
Yeah.
I was kind of thrown off. I was like, oh, they really, oh,
Yeah, no, boxing
oh,
boxing is
they,
really like an art.
yeah. I was like,
Seriously.
oh, they really going like, yo,
It's chess.
it's chess.
Yeah,
It's
no,
yeah,
seriously.
no, it's chess
It's
for
really
real.
chess. Because if you look at the beginning of the card where like I think a lot of people who are casuals, they like I think I can't remember who it was, but like two of the guys were just going at it. No defense, no nothing. They were just wailing on each other. But when you look at the true I want to, no disrespect to
The
them,
main,
the
the main event.
OGs, where they're kind of like,
Yeah.
I just can't take shots like that because if I give Canelo a free shot, it might be the end for me. So I
Mhm.
gotta, do the
Bluffs, feints, all this.
I gotta do the chess too. Like, all right, I'm willing to take this risk and get hit right here and see how,
Or make him think I'm about to let him catch this one right here. I can let him graze me because
Yeah.
I like, yeah, because now I know if he grazes me, it will lead into a combo that will lead right here, and now I'm countering it. But no, I'm gonna fake that. I'm like, okay, you guys are like, hold on, my power level not high enough to like really like follow everything that's going on. Like, hold on, y'all need
Slow
to-
down for me. Frankie
hold on,
Bo.
hold on.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a good fight though. Going into the fight, like I'm a huge Bud fan. I would say I was a little worried just because of the jump in weight class.
Mhm.
I think he jumped up
He wasn't
3
worried.
classes. At the same time, there's a nigga who's been shot in the head before. So
You heard that too, and then
Yeah.
drove himself to the
That's
hospital.
what- so, like,
When I heard that, I was like, "Wow!" I don't care who
How
you are.
can I
Why would
bet?
you hop in the ring with that dude?
Yeah.
If someone that's his background story, I'm not.
And his
I
mom
don't-
is his biggest hater.
I was
Yeah, see, like,
I was about to
That
say,
story
I'm not
Hey,
getting
so
in the
crazy,
ring
bro.
with that
She
dude.
pay kids $10 if you could whip my son's
That's
ass.
crazy.
What?
And she built a demon.
now
Nah.
that's an anime backstory.
That's a warrior, bro.
Yeah, but nah, he Canelo, my friend, he boxes professionally. He was telling me one thing Canelo does struggle with at this point in his career is lateral movement side to side, as far as like cornering folks into like one pocket of the ring. And Bud did a good job of just like working his jab constantly and never allowing because I mean, even though they are roughly about the same height, Canelo's walk around weight is probably just tad bit heavier than what Bud, goes about his day at and also usually fights at. So he didn't allow that to become a factor in the fight. Probably through like 7 rounds, I probably had it like 5-2, and at that point, I was like, okay, yeah, like you got this shit.
I think for me, well, you guys kind of already touched upon one of the things. I feel like belief, because number one, like his dad believed him, and even though you already said it, Tay, it's wild because I just have a very supportive mom. I just couldn't fathom my parents being like,
Man.
"Hey, you ain't gonna be shit." And you know what? Pay some nigga, beat his ass.
I ain't gonna lie though. That shit,
Like,
low-key,
wait.
that shit low-key breeds some of the best athletes though. Because like Barry Sanders' father,
How
he,
is school?
he ranked this nigga like the 5th best running back of all time.
No,
Like, but it's still crazy though. Like, that's such a crazy story. Like, paid someone. It's like, how was your day at school? Oh, it was good. What? Like, yo, hold on.
Yeah.
Go get some. Like, yo, Did I just catch you having fun? Like,
Yeah,
yo,
type shit.
like,
And I think the whole point I want to also just bring along with this is just like the power of belief, because his father, but also his I'm forgetting the name. I'm not even gonna look it on my phone. I think his promoter was telling him he's gonna fight a different person, but he's like, nah, you can actually fight Triple G and you can beat him. And he was just talking about, oh, I didn't think that until he said that, and he was talking himself out of it. And then like after he's doing his research and things like that, because if you guys are, as you guys are watching the fight, he was like saying like, "Nah, that ain't good enough," because like he was getting more comfortable, but like that belief started from someone seeing something that he couldn't see, and it was just kind of like I don't know if I was peeping that after I peeped this interview versus like watching the fight. Were y'all seeing how comfortable he was and like chess mastering like the whole fight? Did y'all peep that too, or is that just me?
Yeah, no, I did as well. And I will say too, just to add on to that, he's a real class act because after the fight, even though he technically has the titles, he gave those belts all back to Canelo.
Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
like sign solidarity because, and that was one thing I was kind of worried about as far as like a rematch. They clearly don't have any real animosity. It's just they
Mm.
two of the three biggest names in boxing, so his fight had to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of curious as far as like what he does next after this, if he does just not retire, because I mean, shit, he's the first boxer, I believe, to be the unified undisputed champion at 3 different weight classes
Yeah.
simultaneously. I mean, he could fight Boots in this, but it probably have to be at 154. I know he doesn't want to go back down. And then Tank Davis been like chirping, but like, nigga, you just too small of a man. Like that wouldn't even
It's like, what,
be
what,
The
funny to
what
height
I
watch.
gotta
difference.
prove?
Like it's height difference, weight difference, their reach is just because I think Tank is like 5'4", Bud's about like 5'8", 5'9", and he has him by like 45 pounds.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
So like even at a catch weight, I'm still probably gonna be 30 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
Mhm. Wow.
Hmm. Well, pushing things along.
Mhm.
So I feel like I want to have some parameters. We're going to talk about some very interesting things. And I know,
Rob's OG.
chill, chill. We're not about to do that shit. Nah, nah, nah. I know we all are going to have different opinions about this. Now, recently, Tay's OG,
I don't fuck with that nigga.
Dame Dash was on the Breakfast Club. And Tay, this is where I'm actually needs your help. And there was an interview about what, bosses take losses and how he's not broke.
Yeah, so Dame is currently trying to do what most rich people do. Hide their money because he owes taxes. So he's trying to file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. So he's been going on a media campaign basically trying to let the world know that he's broke.
Mhm.
In the midst of this, him and Charlamagne the God have had different back and forths previously when he was on the Breakfast Club. Him and Envy did as well. And then here we are. So with that, there were a lot of interesting comments Dame had this time around. Like he was trying to insinuate that Charlamagne was homosexual, along with
Yeah.
I think he said try to get Envy for
Rico
he had like a Rico situation with some
Yeah.
people that he was doing business with.
flipping them houses.
Yeah, which Envy, pulled out his some form saying like, the SEC wasn't looking into him at all, so it was bullshit. What were your thoughts on the interview from what the bits and pieces y'all probably saw?
I would say, okay, I'll go first. I have like two parts for this. I just saw so much dysfunction on one show where like I say the word for me was professionalism. And like, don't get me wrong,
On whose part?
both parts. And the reason I say both parts is like, don't get me wrong, I think in our life we get 3 ops, and if you 3, maybe 4 ops, and I can understand you got to fire down on your ops, but where the Breakfast Club is and how what they represent for the black community, I feel like there should also be a decorum.
The black community?
Yeah,
They represent us?
Breakfast Club.
Because as you're saying this, in
I
my mind,
are running that shit.
I'm like,
You disagree?
Breakfast Club isn't like somewhere that you go to for like over professionalism, is it?
Yeah. I mean, look at the interviews they didn't have. They didn't have Fredro Star, damn near cuss Charlamagne the God
I
out.
want better
They
for our
didn't have
community.
Birdman situation. They didn't have.
I want better for our community.
Countless,
I-
countless situations where it's like it's not. That's the whole point why people tune in because like you never know what you're gonna get.
You read these viral like clickbait type
Yeah.
moments.
So how about this? I'll say this point and then I'll let y'all go because I think probably this part that irks me. Where it's like
Shade room.
Dead ass. I was like, bro, this is just
This
like
shit
loving hip hop in the media platform.
But here's the thing. I have my issues when it comes to the Breakfast Club is when because this is the point where I actually do agree with Dame, where it's kind of like, hey, I have this boundary, and we talk about Charlemagne. Like, which one are you doing? Are you trying to be therapist or are you trying to be shock jockey? Where it's kind of like you're trying to be like super.
See, I'm gonna push back on you with that because like Dame, he tries to get that shit off, but he sounds smart to dumb people. And like he'll run statements and not allow people to ask him to clarify what he actually means by that. Case in point, he tried to give an example of, well, he asked the room, who has more money? A person who owns everything that they own outright that's worth $20 million, or an outright billionaire that has a $150 million loan. And my point exactly.
So my thing.
You have to be a fucking buffoon to
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. And I appreciate what you were saying too, as well. It's like, do you expect that from the Breakfast Club? Yes and no, because when you have like a guy like Ben Shapiro on, right?
Mhm.
Like he's just saying big words, but he's saying stupid shit just like Dame. But they're not like but they're giving him some level of respect. Where like I can give Dame some level of respect for what he did in the past, all that other stuff. And like, granted, he is saying bullshit, but there's a level of respect I am just gonna give him. That's all.
The only
for
thing,
what he's
I feel like
the only thing with that though is, bro, like the way he carries himself and talks to people, respect is given when you give it, and he has a track history of burning bridges with everyone.
Yeah,
I feel that I'm not a big Dame Dash fan, but there were some things that I saw that he said that made sense. Because he's like, look, you guys have to be here every day at a certain time and you can't leave. Like, if you want to go travel, you have to give him PTO. Like, you're kind of locked in.
Mhm.
I'm richer than you because I'm able to move around freely. I know he did kind of make stupid points like, oh, how big is your house? Like, does your house face the water? My house faces the water. I'm richer than you. Doesn't mean you're richer than someone. But like, having the access to move around freely, that kind of does equate to riches if that's what you're valuing, you know? Like it's not about money, it's about like the access and the time. Because I'm sure Charlemagne can't just get up and travel somewhere. You know, he's got to be at the Breakfast Club. I'm sure I know he's very successful. I don't know him, but like just from what I see, they seem successful financially, you know, if that's what you're equating success to.
Which you do have a point there, but then I'm gonna counter at that point with this. Okay. So within a 365-day year, right?
Mhm.
He probably has more mobility and access to travel whenever he wants to, more than LeBron James. Now, you want to tell me that LeBron doesn't have more money than him?
No,
but LeBron has a schedule
more money than him.
October through June
so
where
he can just travel around and move around. So I get that. And in the same breath, if you do what you love for work, it doesn't feel like work.
Exactly.
Right? So like they're doing what they love. So it doesn't really feel like work. They get to come, wear whatever clothes they want, be themselves. They're literally getting paid to be themselves. Plus like that 9 to 5, as Dame was calling it, opens so many doors for them in other avenues.
And that's not the only stream of income.
Exactly,
like
that's
my
point.
Yeah.
So
LeBron wants to, he wants to go to New York and drop 40. Like, that's what he chose to do. Like he's choosing to go do that. You feel me? Like, it's not like, if he has a choice in the Bahamas, he'll still go do that. You feel me?
Facts. And some people, they just change teams every 2 years. 1 year, they may say they want to play.
He's gonna come to my defense.
Yeah, 1 year they may say they want to play in New York. Another year they may want to say, Arizona got some nice weather. Another year
he's trying to diss our guy KD.
What are you talking about? Nobody's talking about KD, bro. I'm talking about Royce O'Neal.
The fact that if he has had that,
who's Royce O'Neal?
He's an NBA player. They just like to see different like.
Wait, is he actually talking about KD?
He is talking about KD.
My thing is,
I never said Kevin Durant's name.
KD. I'm saying his name. you know his name, right? You know who that is, right?
I mean, that could apply to a lot of people, though.
Yeah.
Is he a cash dog?
That was crazy.
I'm so mad.
No, because when that happened, I laughed so hard.
Anywho, no, I appreciate that from all y'all, and I think for me, I'm just going back to the original point you guys kind of brought up, where it's like one, yeah, I don't know. When it comes to a Breakfast Club, at least, for because I do have to admit I put it up. I put like my expectation for them a little higher, especially like Charlemagne when it comes to like at least showing some type of respect, saying that he's this type of like advocate for different things. Where it's kind of like, don't get me wrong, I feel like they genuinely have a beef and like
I don't think it's that deep.
It's that
But I'm
deep
just-
because
He
like,
got
I wanna-
real. He got
'cause I
real.
wanna-
Go ahead. My bad.
No. Oh, you good? No, I was gonna say like there's a lot of like different. I mean, if you go on the news all the time, every time they bring anybody on, like the anchors banter back and forth with whoever they bring on. Like,
but sometimes
they're
they
always
don't,
challenging people's idealisms and all of those things. So
but
I'm
they
just
don't
like,
banter with some of the people that need to be bantered with. In my opinion, sometimes like I think they did probably with the Tommy Lauren interview a little bit, but it's
they bring leaders and they'll be like, "What's up?"
some people they don't give that like pushback like they were giving Dame pushback.
Can I ask you?
Yeah.
Well, of those examples that you have in your head,
Yeah.
can you name me one person that insinuated that he was gay?
Oh, I totally.
So that's why it goes to that level.
But I'm just saying because I've watched. I'll be honest. I feel like 80% of the interview, I've watched the progression. Like I watch it cranked up, where like Dame was talking about like the whole like. Can we call it a stick? Like Charlemagne was doing like a little bit of a stick to, like to egg him on. Like he was in
Charlemagne usually does
he
that.
always
Yeah.
So my thing is,
Yeah.
so he was like, "Hey, stop doing that," and he played into it. So my thing is, if they was really trying to get his answer right, like even if it was wrong or indifferent, like
I don't think that's a beef. I think he may not care for him as like me
Fair.
personally. His ops are Biggsburg, Hove,
Joe Budden.
not even Joe.
Are you talking about Charlotte?
No, I'm
No.
talking
Oh, my
about
bad.
Dame. Those are the niggas he actually don't like and spends 25% of his time throughout the year speaking on anytime he gets a mic in front of him.
Okay, my bad.
I fuck with it's where I fuck with Dame like partially, but like it's just like bro, like you doing too much.
Yeah, no, that's all.
That's some Harlem shit.
I definitely think it's a top tier interview of the year for people to learn different things. But it's kind of like, yeah, so no, oh no. As you kind of elevate and as you get older, I'm just kind of like, having my value show a little bit more. Where it's kind
too
of
much theatrics.
Yeah.
exactly where it's kind of like, yeah,
Yeah.
I like bullshit, but like if I seriously need to talk to you, I'm gonna change my tone, change my speech, especially if you're doing something that's gonna be harmful to you. I'm not gonna there's a time and a place. So that's all. Because the way
I get what you're saying.
the way I think you see me, where it's kind of like I don't want to bullshit your time, So that's all. Because if I'm the leader of mental health, I'm
Is
obviously
that who Charlemagne is?
that's what he claims himself.
I don't
as.
see-
I don't
I
think
don't
he's
see-
I
I don't see him as
no. We
I
play
see him as
we
leader
play
as
titles on
maybe
people.
talk show radio or
Yeah.
whatever, but
Wait,
like, no,
he's the leader of mental health?
I'm just saying, in that space, in that realm,
I
Is that
can.
what he's saying?
I don't see
That-
that.
He's never made a proclamation that he's the leader of mental health. I can
Whoa,
appreciate.
wait,
I can
I was like-
appreciate and take value towards people
Mm.
practicing good behavioral health practices
yeah.
and still be with the bullshit if you're gonna be with the bullshit towards me. Now, to your point earlier, Jonah, in terms of like autonomy with your time, taking ownership with the work you do, anything like that. Not to sound sensitive, I think sometimes when you're trying to convey messages, how you deliver it can greatly impact how it's received. Because even like his
course.
last interview with them, right? He was basically just trying to promote entrepreneurship, right? You telling a grown man your son should be ashamed to call you his father because he has a boss.
That was
Like that's like a
heavy,
different
too.
like nigga,
So
what we on right now?
So he be on bullshit.
Yeah.
He be on bullshit. Okay, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
he
you
tried,
think-
he tried
you
to
think
say it
you-
all slick too.
You think
like,
your dad? You think your son's proud to say you have a boss? You're basically calling another man daddy. Like, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a reach.
yo, Dame Dash was on one.
Everybody has a boss. Even like even
Yes.
Elon Musk, who owns the company's own Tesla, his bosses are shareholders. Like everyone has someone they have to answer to in one way or another. So that's crazy.
Our bosses are our fans, man.
Which is kind of crazy because he used to own a subsidiary company which was owned by a parent label, but
Right.
So
Also-
he had a boss.
boss, yes.
Also, if you pay taxes, the U.S. government, the Canadian
A
government,
wrap around
is your boss.
Right.
because they're gonna be like, "Hey, give me some."
Yeah.
Ask Wesley Snipes. All right. So,
But speaking of Rockefeller and stuff related to Dame Dash, Rob would put this on the docket as well. There was kind of a awkward situation between Cameron and Adrien Broner, kind of tied in with boxing, rap, everything like that. And Rob, you want to talk about that a little bit more? It was on their show, Cam and Mason show, is what
Yeah,
it is.
AB was on the show, and their host on the Cam and May show is not their host, moderator is young lady, and AB, you know, at first when I was watching, I was like, all right, maybe he's, trying to shoot a shot. And, Cam was like, hey man, her boyfriend here, chill. And he kept persisting, kept saying her name, and young lady was trying to, laugh it off, all this other stuff. And then eventually Cam had to pack him up and say, hey, you got to get out of here.
Paid him for his time.
Paid him for his time. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then that's part one. And I guess I'll say part two of it. Part two of it is like, he was, oh, you can wait for me outside, blah, blah, blah. Shared a lot of love, but like, I guess he was like in the window and he was like,
Chirping.
yeah, he was trying to talk to him. And then for me, I feel like Cam was talking a little bit more spicy.
The only thing with that, it's hard for me because I've seen like split opinions on that second point. Because we only see the camera angle from Cam's side, we can't see what Adrien Broner is saying to him. And I've had, interviewing people throughout my life, I've had people walk off set and be like, oh, you bitch ass, whatever.
1010%.
And especially with how begrudgingly he was getting off set with that. And not that I know the nigga, but just like his public personality. I can see Abby doing something like that, but
So, part one of this real quick discussion is, as men, when it comes to, protecting women and having women feel comfortable, how do y'all feel Cam handled that situation? And do you think as men, we miss those situations when we're in spaces with women where they need help and we're not seeing it? Like, I'm just curious.
No, Cam handled that perfectly. Like he told AB like 1-2 times, yo, chill, her boyfriend's here, like relax. The first time, all right, cool. You might not know, like you said, maybe he's shooting a shot, maybe she's in the market. He doesn't know. But first of all, speaking of professionalism from the Breakfast Club, that's not even time and place. Like if I came on here and I see you guys have a female moderator, I'm gonna be like hollering at her. Like this isn't the time and place to holler at her, even if she's single. Unless like I know her, it's like, oh hey girl, how's it going? Good to see you again. Yeah. But they don't know each other because I saw clips of it. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm mesmerized by you. You're so beautiful.
Oh, you look good in them glasses.
You're right. You keep smiling. Oh, your smile. I can't think. Even like when no one's talking to AB, like I saw a clip like Cam was speaking on whatever topic. AB like interrupts to say that he can't stop looking at her and she's not even talking. Like, so it's like, yeah, he was doing too much. And he looks bad. AB looks bad. I thought he was like sick or something for real. Looks like way older than the last time I saw him. I don't know his age, but he looks much older than he is. He looks like he's not taking care of himself. And it makes me think that, okay, he's either on drugs or was like drunk or something like that, because it's like, but Cam handled it like a G's. All right, bro, like, you got to go. I'm going to pay you for your time as agreed, but this ain't cool. This ain't, this ain't the setting for it. So I think Cam handled it like a G.
Yeah. And like honestly, whether she had a boyfriend or not, if I'm with a woman that I know, I could tell she's physically uncomfortable by what another man's doing.
Right.
It's on you to step in because a lot of women they are apprehensive about doing that just because I hate to say it, they don't know how men are gonna react because a lot of niggas they don't deal with rejection well.
Yeah.
So I feel like he handled that well. Mm-hmm. Didn't disrespect AB at all in terms of like asking him to leave. It was just like, all right, bro, like this is comes to a point where my moderator isn't comfortable. I'm gonna need you to leave. We wrap this interview. And he paid him for his time.
Yeah.
It's pretty early in the interview. Some people might just say, fuck it, you fucked off your own bag, but
So no, I mean, there's a lot of times where like people say that like G's aren't vigilant, but there's a lot of G's that are and like do what they can to like kind of step in the middle when they see like a G's kind of like acting out of pocket and like wilding on a shorty when it's like, yo, like you said, this ain't the time and place for that. This ain't that. They see the vibe, it's not there. And, a lot of girls can't speak up. A lot of women can't speak up in those periods because, like you said, they don't know how they're going to react. And they don't want to also, like, make a scene. They don't want to do anything. And it's up to also us to kind of just be peeping. It's like our dude is like, okay, bro, like, what type of time are you on? Like, like, what are you on? Like, so it's like,
Well, well, both seconds that you're talking about is just life lessons because I know, and I appreciate you guys talking about as men we have to speak up, but also really encouraging women too as well. Like I know there's the dangers of speaking out, but also sometimes you speaking up can clarify what the men should do in the room.
I mean,
Even if like a dude, because like I've been in similar situations where I'm like, because y'all know how you've been out and you're like, like I don't know, like maybe she's with it, she's not.
I've
with
been
it.
in those situations both times where I stepped in and she's like, "Thank you for stepping in."
Mhm.
Another time I stepped in, she's like, "Yo, that's my boyfriend."
exactly.
So-
like,
You just don't know.
I've been in
That's
both
a
sides.
crazy read on the second part because it's like,
Bro.
what was that nigga doing for you to think like?
Dog, 'cause,
Yeah.
like, I know the girl, but like I didn't even know she had a boyfriend. Like I'd seen her in a certain way like a couple months ago type shit. So it's like,
Yeah.
I didn't have a boyfriend, none of my business, whatever. And I just seen like some guy like grabbing her and she was like pulling away. So and it like, kept happening because I was like, let me,
It's like, stop.
maybe they're
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
my
I'm
man.
like,
I hate to say it
you
to
know?
speak on somebody's relationship, but that's like very telling to me.
Yeah, bro.
like,
So I didn't know they're together. The
You
way
got-
he was grabbing her, the way she's like pulling away, it's like just seemed like too much to drink in the club, strangers. That's
Yeah.
why after a while I'm like, yo, bro, relax. She's like, that's my boyfriend. I said,
You gotta raise both hands. I was about to say, all you can do is both hands.
My bad.
You
You know,
laissez
like,
faire.
it
And
is
the only
what
reason
it
why I'm
is.
bringing it up is because, like, because we're on social media and, like, one of the big things is I was reading the comments. It was like, women be like, oh, men need to stand up. And the men be like, women need to say, it's a combination of the two. Like, I feel like if both people are being vigilant, because, at the end of the day, we've been around it, and I'll be hard. I've gotten it wrong too. I'm trying to, oh, why you trying to be a Captain Save Ho? Hey, man. I'm like,
It's
hey,
like, bro, it's
They
not.
also
It's not
commit-
looking right.
They also commend niggas that do step into those situations because you could definitely get your ass shot getting in other people's relationship
That's
business.
very true.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
So I feel like it really is a social experiment of like when to like jump in. And I feel like everyone's looking for a villain to blame rather than, all right, let's all do our parts. Do this
Yeah.
to double check. There's no harm in double checking it. And
mean-
it's beyond just like in, that sense, like checking in on a friend, checking in on a person, like we all have that human, like I feel that, like, nah, are you good?
Something wrong here.
Exactly.
I think that also is just one of the biggest things that will even helps the situation is when like, girls like have guy friends that they can trust. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, women have guy friends they can trust in those situations. Like, because they can, as soon as they make the eye contact with that dude, he already knows what's up and he's already going over there and it's like, all right, you relax. And then it's just up. And I think those are usually the best scenarios,
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of just a trust factor on both sides where, you kind of have to be vigilant and, surround yourself with the right people that will have your back and be able to, catch your cues if you ever find yourself in vulnerable situations,
Yeah.
So
But there are definitely guys that are willing to kind of step in that way
Mhm.
and prove that we men. Shit.
Facts. Basically, just wrap this show up for your people in uncomfortable situations and tone down the weird shit.
Come on, man. Come
Don't
on.
be a goofy.
Well, all right, y'all. You want to take a commercial break? real quick?
Commercial break.
I'll be right back, y'all. All right, what's up, y'all? We back. I'm still here with Jonah and Swego. So, I mean, you're always here. What the fuck? Were you gonna leave?
I did leave. I came back. If it was watching, I did leave and come back.
Yeah,
It's about
yeah.
that T-shirt.
Yeah. Anyways, but like I said, last week the shooting of Charlie Kirk had, I think, all of our timelines on fire. Different people's opinions coming, one way or another. The primary suspect in the case has been apprehended. I believe it was a 22-year-old male that was there at the university. His father actually helped, encourage his son to turn himself in and went with him to turn himself in to the FBI. I wanted to ask y'all, if your child were to commit a crime like that, how would you handle that? Would you turn them in, or would you? I'll let you fill in the blank on what those other options might be.
Yeah, he got to turn himself in. I'm not going to lie, but like,
Would you turn
man,
him in?
Would I turn him in?
I would. If my son killed somebody, had the preconceived notion to go get a sniper rifle from wherever, plan his whole thing and shoot somebody, yeah, that's a little much. You know, if my son like drives home drunk or something, or like gets a speeding ticket, like I'll defend him.
Nah, but sniping someone in the middle of the campus, like
in broad
you
daylight,
know,
that's a little
like
much.
you gonna pack me up next, like,
right?
You know, I'm not gonna lie.
What happens when I tell you no and I'm scared? You know,
It's
so
like,
it's like,
what happens if I tell you I'm gonna tell even before I tell? Like, yo, or I just look like I'm about to tell. Like, yo, I might get packed up. I definitely would strongly and forcefully encourage him to turn himself in.
Yeah, the Lisa Simpson meme. You need to log
Very
out.
strongly.
I don't know. That shit tricky, bro. Because like, I mean, you fully well know that at that point you're basically
you are an accessory to murder if you don't turn it in.
You are accessory to murder, and then if you turn your child in, you were pretty much ending their life right then and there because they're never.
I ended you did.
No, then you are, but like
you going to jail.
Do you guys? Let me ask you: do you have kids?
Not yet. No.
But I mean, even your life is messed up though. Like,
yeah.
Are you kidding me? Like, think about his dad's life. You think his life, his kids' life, anybody.
But if you ask any parent, bro,
they don't want to turn the kid in. But
they don't. I mean, like my life no longer matters once I have one.
Once you have a kid,
yeah.
So okay, what you turn yourself in and say I shot him?
Nah. I wouldn't turn my child in, but I'm not. That's
a good question.
What would you do? Like, because you're not really helping the kid if you're helping him get away with like premeditated murder. It's one thing if like you got into a fight and you're defending yourself and you maybe punch someone, they fell and like
at that point,
I'd try to help you cover that up or something.
At that point, like, I'd probably just have to lean on plausible deniability, and I would just encourage that motherfucker to flee the country. Now, I wouldn't send them any money because you can't have any type of like money trail with anything, but I don't know if I could bring myself to basically turn my child in for a life sentence at that point.
But you'll never see your child again. You could potentially see your child again in jail. You could potentially get visits. He might beat it. You know, I don't know.
He might beat it.
I don't believe he might beat it, but like that's what the legal system is for. That he has a chance to fight his case in court. He might beat it. I don't think he will. But
do I have access to this legal system?
You're not coming home.
Is that how it is in Canada?
He's white though. He's white.
That's how y'all give it up in Canada.
No, the crimes aren't the punishments aren't as bad in Canada, but you hear about crazy crimes that people like get off for having the right.
I almost
lawyers.
made a crazy joke about Canadian right now, but
no.
I've been hearing it all week from this guy.
Shout out to the Toronto boys,
bro.
You know, Tay, I get what you're saying, man. It's just
2-2, Scrody.
I mean, talk like that. He's been to Canada. They don't talk like that.
I'll be regular. You see, professionalism. But no, I see what you're saying, Tay. Like, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of things that I would get in the front of for my nieces and nephews and future children. It would just be hard for me to like do. I'm living my regular life. Hey, Dad. Hey, how you doing?
Why you have to do that for?
Because I did a thing. What did you do? I killed someone. I'm gonna be like, how did we? What life lessons did I teach you over that?
What did I do wrong?
Exactly. I'm gonna know what I do wrong.
I feel you. I mean, I would consider sending him to Nigeria.
He's not gonna get through the plane. I think something happened.
See, I'm gonna be real with you. Like right now, in sound mind, we're not in this situation. I can say what I would do, but like in real time, looking at your child and like knowing this is it.
Something dead ass. Something happened where a child did something. And I think it was a Croatian woman, and her son did something, and he was a lifetime sentence, and the mom and the dad tried to ship him off on a plane, and then like the U.S. Marshal and all that deported all the niggas immediately. And I was like, man, they move fast for that kind of shit. I'd love for them to move fast on some other shit, but like they don't play about that kind of shit. So I just don't think it would be possible. I love action movies, but like someone fleeing.
I mean, we ain't gonna help him. We just
No,
go.
you said you would help him.
Yeah,
feed.
No,
No.
you said he
I
wouldn't give
said
him
I wouldn't
money.
help
You
them.
just said-
I wouldn't help them, but I'm not helping the U.S. government
Okay.
incarcerate my child from age 22 to whenever they exit this world.
I feel
would-
it's like if your child's on the run and they come to you,
Y'all
and
gonna
ask
have to
you
do
where
your
he
job
is,
to
it's
go
like,
get
I
him.
ain't answering no questions.
I
You
would just
know?
be I would just be very disappointed that you thought that was the answer, and you come over and you've been under my tutelage. Like if like
Yeah, you gonna do some self-reflecting. As far as like,
about it, Dad?
like
So what happens when he says that?
what are we gonna do about it?
Well,
What are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do
why
about it?
y'all making these voices? I'm about to watch y'all kids in school and shit.
First and foremost,
First of all,
wow.
Say my kids.
My kids gonna be fun.
This does not sound like a kid
Hey,
of mine.
just make sure they send a text to my son. Like, hey, stay home.
Yeah, no, they didn't know who the kid was though, right? They didn't
Bro,
know.
they arrested like 3
Oh,
people
yeah,
originally.
He looked like Charlie.
Oh no!
Brother.
What's crazy? Cuz hold up. No, Rob,
Okay.
hold up, real quick, bro. What's crazy is one of the older men that they originally arrested, thinking he was a suspect for the Charlie Kirk murder, ending up like they looked into his background. He's now facing charges for child pornography.
You going to
He must
jail
be
now?
pissed.
He said he's pissed.
He'd be pissed. He's like, I ain't got nothing to do with the Charlie Kirk shit, yo.
He's
Now
like,
y'all
yeah,
got me
but
on
we
some
got
other shit.
your-
Good. Lock his ass up, bro.
Bro,
That's
in
hilarious.
jail.
That's
He
hilarious.
was an old ass motherfucker. He was like 60, 70 years old.
So he thought he got away with it too.
Yeah.
Nah, that's crazy.
Actually, so sentencing and laws aside, is it morally right to turn your child in or protect them?
Is it morally right to turn them in? Yeah, it's morally right to turn them in.
Versus protect them?
You are protecting them by turning them in. It's harsh love. It's tough love. You're not loving your child by coddling them from doing wrong. You know, like I said, I'll protect my brother, my sisters, my cousin, my friends, my children when I have them within reason. If you do something crazy, like kill somebody, assassinate someone in the middle of the day, like bro,
Sniper
like,
from the top of
there's
of
consequences for
of a
that shit. You've
stadium,
known
like-
this. Like I'm your dad. I know you know this. I raised you better than this. So like, I'm surprised you thought I was gonna shelter you.
And
That's my
In
thought.
fact, I'll go
I'll
the
just-
first month with you, like yo, because I deserve some time for just like yo.
No, I did
Yo,
my part. I did my part.
I'll just say this.
I'm a
I'll
Nigerian
just-
footer. I did my
I
part.
gotta do at least a month of something, bro. Like
I'll
at
just say
community
this-
service or something.
I'll
bro.
just say this before we move on to our next topic because we didn't have enough time to like fully talk about it today. But it's also kind of like I think the people in this room have a strong sense of morality, but it's also I think about even though we didn't talk about the lynchings that happened, even though they said that some of them were SI, those people are going home and telling, and they're like, "Good job." Where it's kind of like it's just like it's like weirdo energy. Like, so I
Yeah.
get where you're coming from. The reason why I have to bring that up in
I get it too.
thoughts and prayers and policy change to those families too as well. But it's kind of like it is that tough love, and there's something about
Mhm.
being human in this world where it's kind of like the act of taking a life that shouldn't be taken so lightly. And I feel like with social media and stuff we have, it's like a video game. It's not a video game. Like I hope to never experience anything like that out of my life where it's kind of like I can only imagine someone losing their life and you see that.
Even if you want to, I don't want to go like too like biblical, but like like you go back to the story of Cain and Abel,
Mm.
and it's like because and they couldn't hide it from God themselves, so it's like and Adam and Eve they can't do nothing morally, like but like the tough love, like Cain, you gotta go, like you gotta go, bro, so it's like that's
Right.
just kind of the
Yeah, just shift us on a lighter note to close out the show. Backseat critic Drew, he has a game for us, and thank you for all thank you for all the insights on that situation.
So this actually comes from RJ. It's not my idea. You've got 3 minutes. What are your guys' best pickup lines?
Jesus Christ.
Honestly, I like to be like just cool, calm, and collected. Like girls can feel all that skittish, desperate energy. I just be like, like I'll find something specific on her. And oh, you look beautiful. Like, oh, I like your earring. I like your ring, like something random like that. She wouldn't get complimented on all the time by a guy. I'd be like, oh, like, what's your name? And she'd tell me her name, and I'd
You've
say,
been studying my playbook. Huh? So
oh,
Don't shake him up.
you know, then what's your name? She'd tell me her name. Then depending on how she says her name to me, and if she asks for my name, then she's interested. Okay, so I give her my name. You want to get a drink? And then boom, it's pretty much like, you know, just be calm and cool and like not too desperate. Not desperate at all, honestly. Just like, look, you cute. I know I'm the shit and you look like the shit too. Like, you know, we could chop it up. If not, cool. There's every other girl in here that I could go do this with that would be down. So that's kind of how I move. But I got a girlfriend right now. So
Hey, black men don't cheat. Let's
Never
go.
you can't cheat if you got a girlfriend.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Don't. Hey, just you said you were
Yo, in Canada, how you
He don't
file
play
your-
no games
How
about
do you
his
file your
girl.
how you file your taxes in
You
Canada?
don't have to do this. Don't do this.
Single.
My point. All right, so no, but not like bro said. I see, like I don't really be on some like, oh, hey baby, say it, you know, some like corny ass shit right there. Just be normal, just having a conversation. I feel like women take more to you complimenting something other than, oh, you got a fat ass. So I'm like, oh, you know, I like your shoes. You know, just
Booty.
But I ain't gonna hold you. Not to sound vain. I ain't wearing nothing right now. But I feel like what?
What you say? You're not wearing nothing.
Like cologne. Gee, just let me finish my sentence. I feel like 50% of the time, my aroma with like certain scents that I wear, like it damn near be catching women's attention. Oh, what do you have on?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Hey, nigga, I promise you, if it's nothing else I put money towards, it's my scent collection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nah, that's real shit. I got a Prada. They love the Prada.
Shout out to the guys at Maison.
I got a $400 one.
What about you, Rob?
Me? Man, you know, when I was back in the day, my day.
Be a funnier question if I could remix this. What was your pickup line to secure the bag now?
Now?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Wait, what?
You're in a relationship right
You
now,
talking
right?
about for marriage?
No, you're in a relationship now, right?
Yeah.
How did that line up?
Oh, okay, fucking. I'm too tired to bullshit. Literally, I literally just went to her DMs. It was like, wouldn't it be a better story for us to, you know, meet on the DMs on Instagram versus a dating app? And then I got her number. It was simple.
It's creative.
I
like that.
I was like, hey, we gotta tell our friends, you know, a great story. And then from there, it's been like, you know, 2 years of change. So yeah, man. But back in the day, I used to. It's something about just having a regular conversation with a woman. Why are you here tonight? You celebrating something? Or you just trying to have some fun?
With your profession, wow, that was crazy. With your profession, do you ever like start over like psychoanalyzing women when you're in the club?
I'm gonna be honest with you. No, after I clock out, I get done. I would say when I was dating, that's actually one of the that was actually one of the things that I like didn't like. It was like every time it came to the profession question, what's your profession? And I was like, construction worker. And because as soon as I say I was a psychologist or therapist, and they were like, it was like this inferiority or superiority complex, and it was just kind of like they were like, why are you doing extra stuff or like over analyzing me? And I was like, I'm just asking you about your day. Like I'm just being regular. Like it's just aggressive.
As crazy as it may sound, and obviously, like, you know, I'm fully supportive of your relationship now, so I'm not expecting you to be single. But I swear to God, if you just change the verbiage of I'm a behavioral health specialist, motherfuckers like brain, oh, all right, I don't know what that is.
That's real shit.
Versus
That's
like
actually
real
could
shit.
probably
Rather
do
than a
that.
therapist,
I
I was
how
like,
they would receive it.
Write that down.
Yeah, that's actually smart. That's nice.
You writing that down?
I got that.
Oh, that's great. I tried to.
But I could be.
But I definitely saw that could have been a problem at one point.
It was very.
But that
annoying.
is just like the changing of words. Like
it was very
behavioral
annoying.
health.
But
What'd you say?
A behavioral health specialist.
Yeah.
But
Sound-
here's the zinger. And I had to learn to like reword, but I don't worry about that. They're like, "What's your specialty?" I was like, "Oh, couples and marriages." That was the nail in the coffin. They were like, "You know too much," and I'm like,
How do you know? How do you know that? Tell me more.
Yeah, so you just say like resolution conflicts. Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
No, just
When
resolution.
did it start?
Yeah.
So I know. Oh,
But hold up, bro.
my bad.
Kind of like girl stepped out of this. I ain't really hear you.
I actually.
What's happening?
Well, what
Oh,
about you?
Yeah, what's your pickup line?
Yeah.
Yo, what's
Yeah,
my
I know you
pickup
saying
line?
whatever.
What's my pickup line? Yeah, no, it's just whatever. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo,
It's whatever.
you know, like,
My niggas be going
like
club.
my G's, yo,
It's
we-
whatever. Yeah.
yo, we-
Do what you do.
I'm not gonna lie.
That'd be
Like that'd
working, yeah.
be
You
kind of.
just- that'll work.
I'd just be like,
That
yo,
works.
it's like, just kind of just hand them the device.
All right, really quick. 60 seconds, then episode's over. I want to expand on this. So if the aliens were coming to figure out and they wanted to get the best sports people of all time, and we had to line up 4 of our greatest sports figures and we had to present them to the aliens, I'm just curious, who would we show them as our greatest athlete of planet Earth?
LeBron James, Michael Phelps,
You get to pick
Usain
one.
Bolt.
You get to pick one, and you
Oh.
can resurrect somebody.
Wait, what?
We all get to pick
Oh,
one.
We all get to pick one. I'm
Oh,
just
so we
curious.
got 4?
Yeah,
Okay.
we 4 each.
Okay, you go first.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Now hold up. Is this based off what they accomplished in their individual sport or their athletic prowess?
Best athlete of all time.
That's
So, like,
because that's
physical,
two different
like,
questions.
rated,
Because like, all right, here the reason why I said that, like Jackie Robinson, he
Oh,
lettered
okay.
in 4 sports. I know plenty of baseball players that are better than him.
Okay, athletic.
Athletic prowess.
Yeah, athletic prowess. I'm gonna have to give him Muhammad Ali.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah, I give him that.
I was gonna say prime Mike Tyson, but since you already gave a boxer, I'll do basketball player. I'll say LeBron James.
Well, since you took the LeBron, I'm not gonna lie. I would put like Michael Phelps in there. Like
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
like
I might say Deion Sanders.
I figured you would say that.
I feel like someone should say Messi or something.
I was hoping one of y'all. I was
hoping.
hoping one of y'all was gonna say.
I said Ronaldo over Messi.
Okay.
Really?
Athleticism? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I get.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
For
I like
We can
Messi
go
a lot
like-
more.
We can go one more.
that's
Now, if you want to do one on accolades, this gets a little
well,
tricky.
okay.
a
One
little
thing we
tricky.
also we also said like just straight dudes. Like, are we like?
Oh yeah.
We didn't say
we gotta-
Serena.
like,
We didn't say.
Damn, we
yeah,
actually
that's
I
what I'm
hockey. One of y'all hockey. Hold up, which you said who?
I said Muhammad.
You said who?
LeBron. I said my.
Oh,
I ain't gonna hold you. Serena could damn near move Muhammad out the way.
Interesting.
I don't know. if
What's her
Muhammad-
name? What's her name? She's a gymnast.
Oh,
Simone Biles.
Yeah.
Simone Biles.
Simone Biles is-
Definitely in there.
Yeah.
Mm.
You said Usain Bolt. That's a good one.
I said you.
Oh, nobody said both.
I said
Phyllis-
Usain
said it
Bolt, but
earlier.
like I'm like
Phyllis
if we're
Shields-
talking
Phyllis
about,
Shields.
but I
No,
mean
yeah,
like,
Shields
but then
is
like
good.
we're talking about Olympians. That's why I said it was like Usain Bolt and like Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps got the most
No.
gold medals.
Okay. Only reason why I bring this up, and we get in this here, someone before all these names mentioned here were great. And not to say I'm hating on this person, but I was in a group chat with this person why I got this idea. Someone said Tiger Woods first, and I was like, why was it the first person you thought of?
Which
That is
That's interesting. And what was their answer?
No,
I
this
mean,
Tiger Woods was the first person they said, and I was like,
and you asked why, and then why they'd say why they thought Tiger.
they were like,
Woods.
Tiger Woods is just so great. And I just thought about so many other great athletes than Tiger Woods. Not saying Tiger Woods is not great. I was just thinking of like, I think I said all of those people.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Even though I know none of us probably play golf like that, he doesn't have the majors record just because obviously what happened with his life. But at his peak, I could damn near argue the gap between him and the second best person in the world at what he was doing is probably wider than a lot of our favorite athletes.
Okay, that's fair.
That's true, but like our golfers usually associated with athleticism.
And see, like
Golf is a sport that like old men can play and still hit the ball like 250 yards because technique.
We gonna piss some people off today.
Yeah,
But
I mean, that's one of those things. Like that's one of those things. Like
golf.
a raw athlete versus like skill. Cause
Yeah, because precision wise, skill wise, there's no debating Tiger's skill. But I'm speaking of
No, he's
and
great.
then,
I just want to make sure he's a great.
And, if we're talking in boxers, it's like, and we're going based off athleticism.
I think Roy Jones Jr. is more athletic than Muhammad.
But what are we going like? What are we going to do with all the UFC like those UFC? Like,
John Jones.
Like like
What's
what
up,
about John
Style
Jones that's
Bender?
over there? Like because
that Russian guy.
Like
Bobby
I don't know.
McGregor.
Like John Jones versus Muhammad Ali. Like what we doing?
Well,
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know if it'd be kind of as I start thinking about that type of stuff.
Like,
I don't know if I would have an NBA player in it.
okay.
Don't do that because the NBA
LeBron,
player of
right?
choice is
Yeah.
LeBron James, and that's
Yeah,
like the most
yeah,
athletic
it's
G.
Michael.
That's that's like the most athletic G. Like,
It's Michael
are
Jordan.
you like we're talking about athleticism, bro?
Bro,
Like, come on,
you played football before?
bro. But who else? Is,
Yeah.
No, he a hooper.
No, I said you played football before.
yeah,
You have?
yeah.
You play corner?
No, I play receiver.
Yeah, go do everything you was doing and do it backwards.
What you mean?
Nigga, that's hard as fuck. Running a 4-2 backwards.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying that like, nah. I just don't. I don't see those like in terms of athleticism. I don't see that many people being more athletic than LeBron James, who was also right. You were talking about football, and like he could have gone to the NFL.
He couldn't have run it.
Why are we doing that? He was ranked. He was ranked number one
I see where
receiver.
this is going.
for his in his state?
I
Yeah,
see
What
where
are you-
this is going.
National. What are
he
you
wasn't
talking
ranked.
about?
He wasn't ranked actually.
Yes, he was.
Not number one.
Yes, he
as,
was. Bro, he was number 2. He was the number 2 ranked receiver.
as a sophomore.
Bro, yes. But I'm
Okay.
just saying, bro.
I think.
Come on, bro. Look at G, bro. What are we talking about?
Yeah, no, he athletic as fuck. I just think
Wait,
that when
bro.
when niggas like automatically pencil NBA players into that shit and into that whole like NFL players can't do what NBA players do debate.
Because
There's more skill that you need to play basketball, clearly, but
Oh
I think
no. Oh
It
no. You think football players can play
no,
basketball?
I said I just,
was about
because
to
it
say-
takes more skill. But as far as just like raw athletes,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I know what you mean because
Yeah.
like my cousin Samson,
like a nigga like Jared Dudley, he played 17 years, probably can't jump over this, but he's skilled as a motherfucker.
no, for sure. But we're not talking about like just
On
like we're
that
not
note-
talking about like football players and bringing up like
On
Tom
that
Brady on
note-
athleticism, and that's the GOAT, right?
As long as-
Started a
Yeah.
basketball
I know,
conversation.
I know.
No, but I think about it. We're talking about like because he brought up that like Jared Dudley, and it's like okay, but your GOAT is Tom Brady. Is he athletic like that? Talk about skill. That's the GOAT of football.
No.
Oh, he's not.
No.
He's not
No, he's one of them.
one of them.
Yeah. It's not, he's
Really, like
mo-
the
alright,
other
yeah.
arguments,
That
is, like
motherfucker-
he has to be 1A.
That motherfucker,
He has
had
to be
that, motherfucker
1A.
that motherfucker had the greatest career ever.
Yeah. No,
I don't think he's the best
What was
player
that-
I've ever seen.
What was that one
I
movie
mean-
when Darius Miles broke into the MCATs and stole all those
What the fuck is you talking
What is
about?
happening here?
didn't there was like a movie about some teenagers.
Darius Miles was in the movie.
Wait,
He was a basketball player and they were like trying to cheat the SATs.
Coach Carter?
That nigga was in the movie.
Yeah.
I never knew.
That
this.
silence was so loud. We're like,
I think anywho, all I'm saying
Somebody put Darius Miles in the movie.
is I believe so.
Nah, bro, you gotta get. You're bad with names. You're bad with names. So like, I'm not. I wasn't, bro. You know what it probably is? It's probably a nigga like who's somebody
Darius
like
Miles?
halfway
You found it?
X. Watch me fucking Ray Allen or some shit.
there you go. No,
I'm
no,
right?
It's probably like some like Iman Shumpert.
Let's fucking go.
Where the fuck did you-
Darius Miles.
Where the fuck did you watch? Where the fuck were you watching this at?
He's a movie head.
I've never. No, he's
I'm
a
a
movie.
backseat critic.
No, you're not.
He said, "I got Rotten Tomatoes app on my phone."
Let's go. If you like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
This has been a fun episode. And hey, that's what we bring. We bring the fun. Where can they find you?
What's up, Swego? All platforms, SWEGO. If you like R&B, Afro beats, that's me.
Ooh.
OG Jonah, OG JONAH, everywhere. Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, wherever. Check me out.
And if they want to pull up and see you, what country do they have to go to?
Depends. I'll be coming to a country near you.
World tour.
You know the
Talk that
vibes.
shit.
We out here.
All right, y'all. Stay forward, and we up.
Peace.